Hello, Gemini. Let's see what the tarot cards have for you for the month of August 2023. What is Gemini have going on for August? Hopefully, cooler weather, beautiful sunny days. At least as far as weather goes. It's connecting with Gemini energy. Mercurial energy of Gemini. One more time. Okay. Cut. And let's see what the cards have selected for Gemini for August. We have the Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, Ten of Pentacles, what's up next? The Hermit, and the Ten of Swords. So, we have a lot going on. So we're starting out with the Ace of Wands, and that is a card of inspiration. Wands are about fire, or they are a fire element. And think of fire as this very active, hot, heated, passionate, and very inspiring. So you're going to be inspired into some type of action in some sort of creative activity or physical activity at the beginning of this month. And then we move into the Queen of Cups, who is very nurturing, very attentive, very secure in her emotions. I'm just getting comfort. There's a very comforting energy here. And it may be someone else that's there for you to provide that comforting energy and that supportive role as you go off on this new passion that you're coming after, this new idea you have. They're there as a supporter. So I'm definitely getting almost a mother type or some sort of nurturing energy for it. It may even be a Cancer, if you know a Cancer. That's what I'm getting from that card. Ten of Pentacles. This is usually like a card of legacy, right? You have the father, mother, oldest child, and some others there. Sometimes you might see a grandfather or grandparent, and then the parents, and then the grandchildren, and sometimes even a pet. So it's a card of legacy. It symbolizes leaving something or a generational wealth or generational, sorry, the word is not coming into, it's heirloom. There we go. So there is something you're working on or working toward, or maybe that comes to you in August that you've been waiting for, possibly through your mother's line. I don't know where that came from, so that must be a channel thing. So some of you may be expecting something from your mother's line that you've been waiting for, and it's due to come in this month. It could be a material object, it could be money, it could be information, or something that helps you close the loop on something else, an open question, but in a good way, a joyful way. It's like you're excited about finding out something or getting a certain item or something like that. And then as we get toward the end of the month, we have the Hermit, which is usually about turning inward and looking inward at our own light or finding our own light. How do we want to see the world? How do we feel about the world? What inspires us? It's really learning about what makes you tick. Your internal sacred work is what it's about. In this case, in place of a lantern, it looks like they have a little fairy that they're following, or that is helping light their way. Normally, this card depicts a figure holding a lantern and going down a path. So we have that. Of course, the little hedgehog can't hold on to a lantern. So he has a fairy helping him light the way. But the light is generated by your internal compass that guides you. So it's learning to trust that internal compass we all have that lets us know when we're on the right path and we're headed in the right direction, and learning what your path is. And then we come to the Ten of Swords, which is a card of ruin, a card of endings. And I'm really feeling the endings part of this because it is a 10. 10s are at the end, right? We go all the way up through 10, and then they turn in. If you take them down, they go to 1, which is a new beginning. So I don't know if this whole part is, if there has been something that's been difficult for you, or you are going through something that's difficult, but it's inspiring you to this new action. So it might be that you're not quite at the 10 yet, but by the end of August you will be. So the implication here is that there are going to be some rough patches in this month, or you have something, a broader, bigger picture that is hanging over you and has been bothering you. And by the end of August, you'll have it settled. It'll be settled. It'll be final. It'll be done. And maybe it's related to this heirloom piece. I'm just getting heirloom. Heirloom's the word that keeps coming up. This 10 of Pentacles card. Maybe this puts closure on something for you. This gives you closure that helps you end this so that you'll be at the end of this. Because you can see we have the butterflies coming out. Butterflies are transformation. So there's some process here where you've just been waiting and hanging on there in some aspect of your life. It could be grief. So grief, in my opinion, this is solely my opinion and my own experience. You don't stop missing that person or that part of your life or whatever it is that's gone, but it eases and gets better over time. So you may be learning something. You may have thought that you did something wrong or you missed out on something with someone that's no longer in your life, and that does not solely mean death. It could just mean a parting of ways where you both went your separate ways and you're grieving that part of your life that's no longer there. And I think that this month is helping you release that and let it go so that you can move on, because this is something you really want to do. This is something you're like, wait a minute. This is the positive in this. This is something I can do for myself. This is something I want to take on and that I can take on because of where I'm at right now. This is where I need to be going. And you have a very supportive person in here to help you do that and help you take those steps. And then, see, it's like good thing, good thing, good thing. And this is a scary card. But my feeling is all of this is helping you getting to the place where you can turn into that butterfly, where you can burst out of your cocoon. So you're getting ready to spread your wings, is what I'm feeling here for Gemini. But it might be a pretty emotional month, but exciting at the same time. It's very exciting. You're going to have ups and downs, but overall it's going to be more ups than downs. And there'll be a sense of release and freedom by the end of August. Hopefully that makes sense for some of you. And let's pull from the bottom of the deck. And here we have the Nine of Cups. So the Nine of Cups, this is a card, usually it's the card where he looks like the John Travolta guy standing with all the trophies behind him, very proud of his accomplishments. And here we have a squirrel sleeping in the tree surrounded by all of his acorns, his cups. So it's a card of contentment, of pride, of accomplishment. And it's very much the feeling of that. That's a beautiful way. That's a beautiful overall message for the month of August, is this sense of accomplishment, a sense of job well done, pride in what you're doing and where you're going, and how far you've come. I love that. Okay, let's pull an oracle card and close out for August for Gemini. Let's get an oracle card. Oracle card for Gemini for August 2023. I'm just gonna pick one at random. Let's see what it is. Protecting treasure. So it could be you have been protecting treasure and you're getting ready to come out. You're letting go and setting yourself free, as you've been maybe taking time to adapt to a new life or a new way of life, adapt to where you are and who you are now and what you're able to do at this point in your life. And you're not hiding your light anymore. You're done hiding your light, your treasure, yourself, right? Because by the end of this, it feels kind of like you're coming into the month protecting your treasure, and you're leaving the month very proud of what you accomplished and how far you've come. That's what I'm getting here. So at this moment, maybe here at the end of July, you're in this mode of protecting yourself, protecting your things, protecting your treasure, protecting your feelings, and just in a, hermit mode. But I wanted to say another word there, but it didn't come. I guess we're going with hermit mode. Just staying at home, curled up in bed and not really getting out much. And you may be in your thoughts right now more than you should be. But you are going to get to the point by the beginning of August where you have an idea of where you want to go. Suddenly something's going to spark and you're going to say, wait a minute, this is what I want to do. And this is how I want to go. Maybe knowing that this is coming, that gives you the freedom to have this idea. This freedom to be inspired, to try something new. And you're going to have support for it. That emotional support is so important when you can get it. And it may come from an unexpected place even. But it is a very supportive energy that's there for you to support you and cheer you on as you make your way through this. And then the 10 of Pentacles, which still feels like something that you'll be receiving about mid-August. Yep, still something you're receiving mid-August. And maybe once you get that, you take time to reflect on what it is you want to do, what you have, and where you're at right now. And really look inward and make sure so that you know in your soul that, yes, this is really what I want to do. And yes, this is what I'm going to do. Yes, I have the freedom to do it. Yes, I'm capable of it. I'm going. And the 10 of Swords is the release of any doubts and anxieties you may have about this. It's, again, that bursting free of your thoughts and any thoughts that might be holding you back and holding you in this protective mode. You're releasing that. You're setting yourself free by the end of the month and ending from a really good place of pride in yourself and what you've accomplished and what you're capable of. That is a very beautiful reading. I would love to know if by the end of August, if you come back, post a comment on how your August went. I would love to know. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit the like button. If you super duper enjoyed it, please hit subscribe and notify, and you'll be notified when I post more videos in the future. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.